Cambodia. On behalf of PNB Travel and Tours, I am Phoebe and I will be your official tour guide for today. Before we start our trip, please allow me to provide the 3 reminders. First, please maintain the cleanliness of every tourist attractions, and because we are just only a tourist here, we should respect that. Second, please look for your body so that it would be easy for us to check if we are already complete or someone is missing. And third, I have 2 flags here. When you see me, I raise this flag. It means that we need to gather because we are about to go. And when you see me, I raise this flag. It means that we are now in our next destination. So everything was explained. So that's all for today. Before we start our trip, just a quickly reminder once again, just to leave nothing but only footprints. So let's go and start our trip. Cambodia is known as the Kingdom of Wonders and it attracts 2 million visitors each year. As more and more Westerners discover Cambodia as a great place to visit, not a few found it that it's also a great place to live and work. Cambodia is indeed filled with great contrast between rich and poor, countryside and city, beauty and squalor, rudeness, friendliness, and heat. And now, we are going to our first destination, and that is the Royal Palace. Let's go! And we are now in our first destination, and this is the Royal Palace. It is a complex building which serves as the royal residence of the King of Cambodia. The Cambodian monarchs have occupied it since it was built in 1860s, with a period of absence when the country came into turmoil during and after the reign of Khmer Raj. The Royal Palace of Cambodia is a fine example of Khmer architecture with a slight French touch, featuring its layout of the defense wall of Kampiang and throne hall, which that we call Printiniang, and the mural paintings. And now we are heading to our second destination, and that is the Angkor Wat. We are now in our second destination, and this is the Angkor Wat. As the best preserved temple at the site, it is the only one to have remained a significant religious center in its foundation. The temple is at the top of the high classical style of Khmer architecture. Today, it is one of the most important pilgrimage sites for Buddhists in Cambodia and around the world. It has become a symbol of Cambodia, appearing on its national flag, and it is the country's main attractions. And now, we are heading to our third destination, and that is our Bayon Temple here in Cambodia. In our last destination, and this is the Bayon Temple. It is richly decorated Khmer Buddhist temple at Angkor in Cambodia. The Bayon stands at the center of Jayavarman's capital, Angkor Thom. Following Jayavarman's death, it was modified and augmented by later Theravada Buddhist kings in accordance with their own religious preferences. The Bayon's most distinctive feature is the multitude of serene and stone smiling faces on the many towers which jut out from the upward terrace and cluster around its central peak. The temple has 2 sets of beliefs which represent a combination of mythological, historical, and mundane scenes. And that's the end of our tour. I hope you enjoy and I hope you learn new something from me today. So once again, if you have any questions or clarifications, please don't hesitate to reach me out and I'll be more than happy to answer all of them. So once again, this is Phoebe. Thank you so much, my dear tourists, and I'm willing to see you soon all. Goodbye!
This could be good for me. Lately I was feeling like I need a purpose.